Hi, welcome to the long-awaited virtual launch of the Arrows Automated Cone Truck. My name is Ken Ear, Arrows Executive Director. We had originally planned a live event. However, given the current global situation, we have decided it is best at this time to hold the launch virtually. Not quite the same as a live event, and unfortunately, we don't get to see you in person and shake your hand, but we must adapt and embrace technology and make the best of the situation and keep moving forward. You will hear from some leading roading safety experts about how the use of our technology improves worksites, operations, health, and most importantly, safety. We are delighted to have some eminent speakers on board, including Damien Holohan of Fulton Hogan in New Zealand, roading safety champion, Colin Cadell, his personal story, and finally, Neil Scales, the Director General of Queensland Department of Main Roads, who will say a few words and help to unveil the Arrows Automated Cone Truck. Unfortunately, road construction and maintenance workers are still one of the most likely to be involved in a workplace incident. This not only includes the immediate danger of being hit by a fatigued or careless driver, but also the long-term impact of repetitive strain. The financial and emotional toll an incident can have on families, friends, and colleagues cannot be understated. In addition to the personal impact, road construction accidents translate directly to increased costs and delays in infrastructure projects. Over the last 3 years, as part of our 5-year technology roadmap, we have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars annually in R&D. We have relentlessly questioned and explored numerous concepts to create new solutions for the roading community, solutions that deliver tangible results from day one. Our focus and DNA is always about pioneering and investing in technologies that can improve roading safety. As far as we are aware, we're the only Australasian manufacturer of roading safety solutions investing in R&D. We do this because we understand the risks associated with working in live traffic and know there must be a better way of keeping our people safe. We don't believe that high risk should be acceptable in the road construction industry. So we continuously strive to find new and better solutions to make roadwork sites a safe place to work. I would like to introduce Leah, my fellow director at Arrows, who will share insights into how we have pioneered revolutionary roading safety technology, delivered real and effective solutions to the roading community, and some of the journey that have brought us to our latest innovation.
Thank you, Ken. Before we talk about our latest invention, I would like to share with you a little bit about Arrows. A great story about a Queensland manufacturing company which has grown from 3 casual people in 2011 to a large team of engineering, design, development, and manufacturing specialists. Our roading safety journey really stepped up in 2014 when we learned about Colin Cordell's tragic loss of his wife. She was killed while directing traffic at roadworks on the Bruce Highway at Marlborough, Queensland. Mrs. Cordell was holding a stop-slow back to southbound traffic when she was hit by a B-double. The Road Safety Innovation Hub was created in response to Colin's lobbying for the improvement of safety to protect workers on the road. It was our first glimpse into how real risk is to life, which I later experienced when I was at site with the traffic controllers. This was a pivot point in our company's journey. Colin will be saying a few words soon. When we thought about solutions, we realized that the most effective way to eliminate a hazard is to get rid of it altogether. We know the enormous effort needed to change any human behavior. But motorists know when they see a traffic lantern, they have to stop. It's instinctive. So in 2017, after 3 years development and approval, the e-stop was released to effectively eliminate the hazard of putting traffic controllers at risk amongst unpredictable live traffic. It was Colin's drive and determination to change the way traffic controlling is done that inspired us to be the first to create the e-stop, which has recently been recognised by APA members for the Queensland Safety Initiative Award. Trials conducted by a Tier 1 company showed a reduction of near misses by 93%. This innovative product has already saved lives, delivering tangible results from day one. While the e-stop removed traffic controllers from the line of fire, it did not address another hazard of working in live traffic: speed. So we continued our R&D and produced the electronic speed awareness sign. The ESAS is what we call it. The ESAS improves driver compliance by 24%, as demonstrated by a Tier 1 company. Recently, we received a report from Jeffrey Roberts of CPB in Victoria on his successful application of the ESAS on his project site, confirming 83% compliance by motorists at 40 kilometres an hour and below, and 93% below 45 kilometres an hour. It's incredible, delivering tangible results from day one. In addition to the e-stop and the ESAS, our R&D journey has seen the design and the development of the portable e-boom and many other innovations, including our green modular solutions that reduces CO2 by making use of solar to operate new equipment. We have collaborated with industry thought leaders, interstate clients, and safety experts from both the private and government sectors, transforming this experience and knowledge into locally made products and solutions for better safety outcomes for our industry. In addition, in doing this, we also help to significantly reduce environmental impact and make the project more efficient. Today, Arrows is Australia's #1 manufacturer of roading safety products and solutions, and designing and manufacturing world-leading traffic control management systems for road authorities, Tier 1 infrastructure and construction companies, national traffic control clients, line marking, and everyone who is interested in safety across Australia and New Zealand. Arrows could not have achieved this success without our fantastic team. And we're deeply proud of the extraordinary local talents within our business. We have invested consistently in the brightest minds from QUT, from UQ, and great engineers right around Australia and New Zealand, who have worked tirelessly to create our latest game-changing innovation. 3 years in the making, the automated cone truck, or we fondly refer to it as the ACT, an innovation that automates the placement and retrieval of cones to significantly improve efficiency and safety. I would like to now introduce you to Colin, who will be followed by Damien, and then finally our Director General, Neil Scales, to launch and reveal the automated cone truck. There will be also an opportunity for Q&As. Enjoy, and thank you.
3 days before Suzanne Cordell was tragically and violently killed, she expressed safety concerns at a toolbox meeting. And she was concerned about the speed of motorists as they approached the work zone. And she felt unsafe in the job that she was doing. No one listened to her concerns because nothing was done as a result of that. And on 4:25 p.m. on the 16th of January 2013, the truck driver was travelling at 46 kilometres an hour over the speed limit as he approached where Suzanne stood on the work zone. For some unknown reason, he left the roadway 50 metres before her and travelled on the footpath. And he tried to drive around her. He struck her and she was killed instantly. I saw that event unfold. I was only 200 metres away, and that just affected me for the rest of my life. Has enough been done? The short answer to that is no. No one else should ever have to go through what I went through on that day. To address what needs to be done, You need to understand what the problem is. And once you understand the problem, then you can address the situation. You have to understand that each year, according to Safe Work Australia and also the Centre for Accident Research and Road Safety, which is called CARS Queensland, they say that 11 people die as a result of being struck by vehicles or trucks, motor cars. 5 of those are road workers or traffic controllers. 750 people are injured at roadworks. 94% of people speed through roadworks. And as well as that, 220 people drive or access the roadwork zone illegally, some at speed. The last 3 traffic controllers that were killed in Queensland were all killed by people accessing the work zone at speed. So that the problem is that people don't respect traffic controllers. They speed on the approaches and through the roadworks, and they access the work zones illegally. How do we address that particular problem? What we need to do is we need to take traffic controllers out of harm's way. We need to address technology and technology to drive it to make roadworks safer for all. I'm proud of what Arrows have done in relation to bringing about change in the way that traffic control is conducted in this country. I've been in the process or involved of putting out cones on the Bruce Highway while there's a ute coming behind me with flashing lights asking people to move to the left or right. And I'm walking into the face of oncoming traffic on the Bruce Highway at Marlborough. It is not a safe job, but I felt confident in what I was doing. But I knew there had to be a better way. But to have something that eliminates and takes people out of risk has to be applauded. The vision of Arrows is compatible with my vision in that I want to eliminate the need for people to be placed in places of danger on roadworks. So the more people that we can eliminate from the roadworks and out of danger, the better off we'll be. There is no need for the people to be placed in points of danger. Technology will change the way this industry is done. So I am absolutely impressed at the way they do not allow the status quo to remain, and they're looking at ways to make things safer for the construction and infrastructure industry. Because what they're doing here will ensure that no one else will go through what I went through on that day.
My name's Damien Houlihan. I'm the National Manager for Traffic Management for Fulton Hogan in New Zealand. With my role, the basis of it is raising the standard in traffic management across our business. So improving safety for our people, looking at the tools that we use to improve safety, looking at different types of innovative tools that we can use in our business with that main goal of increasing safety for our people on the ground. Back in 2018, we recognised that within Fulton Hogan, we had a lot of issues around staff who are undertaking what we call manual traffic control, which stop go or lollipop is a term that most people understand. So we had a lot of, near misses, incidents reported around that, and that may have included, cars nearly hitting traffic controllers, even went as far as verbal and physical abuse of those traffic controllers as well. So once we identified that, we decided that we needed to come up with a way to address it. So we set the goal to remove all manual traffic controllers from the line of fire by June 2020. It's now October 2020, so we're actually 3 months into that. When we set that goal, we started looking to ways we could achieve it. So I come across the e-stop, and it was by chance really. I guess at that particular time, we didn't have any devices like that, portable devices in New Zealand. So our Australian side of the business, without my knowledge, was already utilising this technology. So once I caught hold of that, I made contact with my Australian counterparts, and they too supported the use of it, told me about it. I was able to meet Leah in Auckland, who presented to us on the e-stop and brought a sample over. So that was my first interaction with e-stop and Arrow ES. What grabbed my attention is when she walked into the meeting room with a set of e-stops. So I guess at that particular time, it was hard for us to perceive that a set of traffic lights could be walked into an office, So what I'm getting at here is that the portability of the device is what sets it apart. So I first visited Arrow in December 2018. I visited their office in Brendale there in Queensland. The first thing I saw was a small to medium business with people actually personally invested in the safety of road workers. So for me, I knew there's a bit of heart in behind the development of the products and technology they use. So that was one real key thing for me. So we also have the ability to provide feedback to Arrow and incorporate changes that suited our environment. If I compared it to maybe some of the other larger companies or corporations, the relationship may not have been as personal as we like to have with our partners in this sense. Probably like a lot of other parts of the world, lollipop or stop go or stop slow, whatever you like to call it, is probably synonymous with roadworks. So we've taken a practice that has been used in that line of work for a number of years, longer than I've been around anyway, and we've eliminated it and replaced it with technology that makes that operation safer. So just to give you an example of where we're at in terms of Fulton Hogan, New Zealand, we are the largest infrastructure and roading company in New Zealand. In New Zealand, we employ about 5,000 staff. So we sort of estimated that in any one day, Fulton Hogan could be undertaking, say, 50 to 100 of these stop-slow, stop-go operations each day. So if you put that into terms of people exposed to potential danger, we're talking about 300 people at a time who could be turning a stop slow sign on the side of the road, potentially waiting to be hit by a car or abused by a third party. So we have practically eliminated that. So Fulton Hogan so far have invested in about 100 to 150 e-stops for our New Zealand business. So that's been really core to us achieving that goal of removing manual traffic controllers from the line of fire. I've been in the traffic management industry for about 13 years, ever since I left school actually. I've seen a lot of people attempt to come up with means to automatically install and remove cones. I think people have tried and failed over the years with the ACT. I think I've had an opportunity to absorb what others have done, taken the best out of all of them and put them together in one package. So it is an extremely risky exercise. Usually when a crew is installing or removing cones, in terms of establishing a temporary work site, that is one of the riskiest times is when you're establishing, because you're at a point in time where you haven't actually got your controls out yet to manage traffic. You're in the process of putting them out. So I see that as a great opportunity to minimise the risk to those people who usually would be on the road putting those cones out and making it safe for them.
Hello everybody, welcome to my office. I'm Neil Scales, the Director General of Transport and Main Roads for Queensland. And today we're launching a very important innovation to help keep our road workers safe, an automated cone vehicle. And when you put cones out on the road, or witches' hats as they're sometimes called, it's very important that the people that put those hats out, but more importantly collect them up at the end of the roadworks, are safe. And this automatic vehicle, which you'll see later on, does just that. Now, road safety is very important to the department and also to me as the chair of Austroads, where I've recently launched our guide to road worker safety. And it's very, very important that we keep up everybody's attention in this important area. One of the things about COVID-19, which has been really perverse, is that with less vehicles on the road, and it was about 30 or 40% down at the beginning of COVID-19, now it's stabilised about 6 or 7% down to where it was before, is that we expected less crashes, and perversely there've been more crashes. So as we stand today, there's 30 more people have died on our roads than the same day, the same time last year. So anything that can actually help road worker safety and the safety of everybody that's on our roads in Queensland and beyond is something that's very important to me. And I commend this vehicle to you. You need to have a look at what's coming next. And we'll do our best to promote these sorts of things and innovations just to help protect not just our staff, but everybody that uses our roads, whether in a car, in a truck, on a cycle or pedestrians. So we have to keep everybody safe. And this new innovation goes a long way to doing that. Thanks very much.
At Arrows, we don't accept risks in the road construction industry. As Australia's premier innovator in roading safety, our engineers continuously strive to find new and better solutions to make our roads a safer place. That's why we are proud to introduce our greatest innovation to date, the Arrows Automated Cone Truck. The Arrows Automated Cone Truck, or ACT, is a unique roading safety robot defined by its reliability, flexibility, and ease of use. By using our proprietary robotic systems, the ACT can deploy and retrieve cones from worksites with a single operator. This can remove up to 2 people from being exposed to the risks of live traffic and will save lives. Cones can be deployed and retrieved from both sides of the vehicle while driving forwards or reverse. With a capacity of 400 cones, the ACT is equipped to close over 9 kilometers of highway without stopping. This is over twice the capacity of most conventional cone trucks. The ACT has storage for signs, making it a one-truck solution. The ACT not only improves safety, but it also improves productivity. Cones can be deployed at 8 kilometers an hour at 12-meter cone spacing, or 16 kilometers an hour at 24-meter spacing. 1 kilometer of lane closure only takes the ACT 7 minutes, which is much faster than a worker on foot. The Cone Truck control software provides a simple, easy-to-use interface, reducing training requirements and limiting driver fatigue. Cone spacing can be set manually, or the user can configure an automatic deployment profile with the required spacings and distances for easy integration with the worksite's traffic guidance scheme. A full suite of cameras gives the operator complete situational awareness and allows fleet managers to comprehensively review incidents. We have integrated our complete range of traffic control products into the ACT, including our in-house designed and manufactured arrow boards and variable message signs. The ACT can be optioned with multi-message signs as well, making the ACT a single vehicle solution. The ACT is equipped with a network link to the Arrows Equipment Management web platform, allowing fleet managers to track and record in real time the GPS position of the truck and the cones it has placed, along with other metrics useful in planning traffic control operations and ensuring continuous availability. Contact us for a demo and see how the ACT can help you today.
We hope you have enjoyed the technology update and unveiling of the automated cone truck. Please contact us for further information or to arrange a live demonstration.